Hey there, my lovelies, and welcome to my booktube channel, The Sassy Library Fox. My name is V, and today I'm going to talk about my last library book haul. But before I do that, I'm going to continue the tradition of giving someone special a shout out. So here's the shout out to my bestie. Hey there, Highness. The special shout out fits perfectly with the topic of my library book haul, because my bestie and I usually go to the library together and borrow our books. We used to do a lot of library hopping before COVID happened, and it's really sad that we can't do that at the moment, and I miss her like crazy. We're both from a different household, so that's the reason why we are not able to see each other when there is a lockdown. But I always have you with me, so here. I hope summer will be better and that we'll actually be able to see each other more again. So this said, I want to jump right into my book haul. Actually, it was less a book haul and more some sort of, I don't know, marathon. My intention was to just go to the library and to give my 7 books back. But as we all know, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. And my intentions went right off the window when I had about 7 minutes left and decided I wanted to pick up a couple of books before the next lockdown happened. I mean, we're currently in the next lockdown already, so this was about 2 weeks ago, and I had 7 minutes and I managed to snag 5 books in that time. So for someone with bad lungs like me, this is actually an achievement. This said, the first book I borrowed is Sleeping Giants. I have no idea what this is actually about because it was recommended to me from my brother-in-law. Hey there, brother-in-law. And I recommended him Illuminae, and he liked that series and he enjoyed it. And after reading Illuminae, he said I should read this because he's a science fiction fan and he reads also a lot of thrillers. So if I read a thriller or if I read a science fiction book, I usually trust his recommendations because he has a similar taste to me, and I'm really looking forward to read this. I have no idea what it is about, so maybe I'll just read a little bit about the blurb. So here goes. As a young girl, Dr. Rose Franklin made a life-changing discovery. Hidden deep underground, she found an enormous ornate metal hand. Tests proved the artifact predates all human civilization. So, an ornate metal hand. I have no idea where this is going, but it sounds already very strange and intriguing. I'll definitely read this and find out what it is about. I'm curious now. So, Sleeping Giants, the first book. The second book I managed to snatch is Superman, and I'm pretty sure if my bestie's brother is watching this with her, he'll be happy because he's a huge Superman fan. And I don't know, I'm usually not so much the Superman fan, but I read all the former books of the DC Icon series. And I've read Wonder Woman, I've read Batman and Catwoman so far. They're all written by different authors, and so they're all really different. But so far, all of them were great. And I think the 2 books I like the most are Batman and Catwoman. I'm more the fan of morally grey superheroes, so it's no wonder I love Batman. And Superman, well, I like him, but he's too, I don't know, he's too perfect for me. I'm more the morally grey kind of superhero type, and I wonder which kind of superhero type you are. do you like the more morally grey characters like, I don't know, Batman and Catwoman? Or are you more into the real superheroes that have no baggage, like Superman? I'm pretty curious about that one. It's book 4 in the series. I think by now they already published book 5. So it actually took me ages to get a grip on this book. I've been dying to read it for months and now I finally found it. So I'm going to read the hell out of this. The third book I got is On the Come Up. It's actually on my to-be read of 2021 and I was really lucky to get a copy of that one because every time when I tried to get it from the library it was borrowed, and this time around I was so lucky to get it. And I'm really looking forward to this because it's apparently about rap battles and it's written by Angie Thomas, so it's gotta be good. I loved The Hate You Give. It was such a great book and it had a wonderful message, and a message that's really important and that everyone should hear. So I'm pretty sure On the Come Up will have a great message as well and a great voice. So I'm really curious about that one and I've wanted to read it for quite a while. I'm pretty sure Angie Thomas wrote a great book again. The next book is a book I only saw on my Goodreads feed and I have no idea what it actually is about. It's Sawkill Girls. It's been on my feed, or better, it's been all over my Goodreads feed for months. A lot of people seem to love it and to read it, and I think considering the cover it's more some sort of thriller. I don't know, I have no idea what it is actually about. I think I might just read a little bit. Who are the Sawkill Girls? Marian, the new girl, awkward and plain, weighted down by tragedy and hungry for love she's sure she'll never find. Zoe, the pariah, luckless and lonely, hurting but hiding it, aching with grief and dreaming of vanished girls. Okay. Well, the queen bee, gorgeous and privileged, a heart made of secrets and a mouth full of lies. Juicy. Their stories come together on the island of Sawkill Rocks, where gleaming horses graze in rolling pastures and cold waves crash against black cliffs, where kids whisper the legend of an insidious monster at parties and around campfires, where girls have been disappearing for decades, stolen away by a ravenous evil no one has dared to fight until now. Whee! Well, that actually sounds pretty intriguing. I'm very curious about this now. I love a little bit of drama and this gives me the kind of, I don't know, Pretty Little Liars vibe. And I love that series. So this sounds really great. I'm definitely going to read this one rather sooner than later. And the last book I finally managed to borrow from the library is Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. It's book 5 in the series. And it took me ages to get that one because I have all the 7 Harry Potter books at home, but 1 to 5 are in German and I only read in English nowadays or in other languages. So I don't know, German is no challenge for me anymore. I like to have a little bit of challenge when I read my books, so I always read them in English or in Spanish or I don't know, French. So it took me really long to finally borrow this from the library because it was always gone when I went there and borrowed from someone else. But I snatched it this time and now I can finally read the 5th book, and after book 5 I have it in English at home, so I can finally read my own copies and don't have to wait for the library anymore. Potter is some sort of comfort read for me. I mean, I've grown up with the series. I've read the first book when I was 11, and I've finished the last book when I was 19. So this series is basically my childhood and my teens. And it's always nice to come back to it and to see how the characters grow. And the 5th book is quite interesting because I really loved the book, but I didn't like the movie. And I definitely rewatched the movie after reading this and see if I still dislike the movie or if this time around it's better. I don't know. I like the book more. So those were my 5 books. They are quite a pile. And I'm going to read them all in the next couple of months. So stay tuned. I might review them or talk about them on my blog or on Goodreads or I don't know, maybe even on here. So this said, I'm already at the end of my video again, and I wish you a lovely day. I hope you're still healthy and safe, and take care. You get another finger heart from me. And there's nothing more to say than bye!